Welcome to my music room at 406 Peel Street. Andrew Simcoe signing in for another look at my workshop. Today we're going to talk about what a timpanist puts in his bag, his toolkit in a sense. I'm not going to do much playing. You can see the Walter Light drums, the Mark 11s laid out. I have a full set of sticks on the stick tray. By the way, this is a music stand flattened out to serve it. I prefer it this way, either on my right-hand side or the left-hand side, depending it. Other people like to put it in bags on a chair behind them. That's for me too much reaching this way. My teacher preferred that, and at the Met Pit, he put it on a high enough chair with a light over it, so very dim, with a shade, so he can see his sticks. I don't have that option. I prefer it this way, and you'll also see the table has more sticks again, just in previous videos. Now these sticks basically and quickly are the sticks that I use currently, quite a few. And I have my empty stick bag here and my tools of the trade. And that's the topic of today's video. What we are going to talk about is what I would put in my bag for a standard symphony concert. As a matter of fact, tonight we have a first rehearsal for the Illinois Philharmonic's March Concert Series. Included on the program are the Chairman Dances from Nixon in China by John Adams, the Dance Rhapsody by Lee Actor, and the Symphony No. 12, Opus 117 by Shostakovich, the year 1917. Now, I am not using the light drums. I find them a little too subtle for a program like this. Not to say that the music is bad, far from it, it's excellent. It's a challenging program. But it's a lot of it. The Dance Rhapsody is really sweet. The Chairman Dances, it's a rhythmic piece. And the Shostakovich 12th is mostly fast and furious and pretty tricky and loud. So these mallets, these bamboo mallets, will be superseded for this concert by more of a heavier type mallets. But generally, I want to talk about what you would normally take to a regular gig or a regular weekly concert. When I was in the Oslo Philharmonic, all of my sticks were stored in a cabinet, and I had a bag that I carried from the stage to the room where I had it stored. And I change it every week, depending on the program. Here I pretty much I have a carrier over there which is out of sight, and I have several bags, and I just basically prepare the week before. I listen to the music, decide what basic sticks are, and I make changes during the week. So what I take tonight might not be the final result, but it will be a good start since we're just doing the symphony. In any case, and I'll talk about these mallets in another video, a timpanist, like I said earlier, is like a painter. He had these sticks which are voiced from soft to hard to very hard, give him options for different sound qualities. And a good timpanist, with his hands and his skill and his ear and his musical knowledge, knows how to use them. Generally 6 to 10 pairs of mallets in a bag. There are two types of bags that we could use. On here, if you can see it, is a bag that I use most of the time. It fits, depending upon, I like to put about 12 pairs max in there. I need room in for other tools that I use. And basically I like to also put them in plastic bags, not like this, but sort of like this. If I can do it, it helps keep the heads away from each other. And if you note, if you can see it, I don't think you can, but I like to keep the heads off the felt. For example, I have a towel here, and rather than put them down here, I put them at the edge and a little bit far away from each other so they're not coming in contact. Anyway, I usually have a soft, medium soft, general, medium, hard, and wood, and maybe a pair of Mozart type sticks just in case, depending on the program. So I have those options with me at all times. In addition to the mallets, I'll take my mufflers. These are Rhapsody mufflers. Sarah Basil's company made them. These are my muffler of choice. They attach around the tuning rod, and they sit very well on the head of the drum with and you can muffle them and take it off very quickly. So I'll have 4 of those with me in the bag. If I'm using my Yamaha 6000s, I'll have the key width. This is your most necessary. If I'm using the light drum, I will make sure I have that with me as well. Instead, I'll have all of my keys. I did go once without them, and luckily nothing happened. The heads didn't shift, but I would never want to repeat that experience. So the keys are basically to make sure you can adjust, fine-tune and adjust your heads, especially if they shift during transit. In addition, for head maintenance, you have your tuner. This is an old Psycho tuner. It has both the pitch, the visual, and it can make the sound. Basically, I will fine-tune it after they, put a new head on. Basically, what I'll do, the Yamahas are very stable. I'll let them sit for 45 minutes, but I'll always do a little tweaking, just to be on the safe side, to make sure it's clear, the pitch is clear. But that's why a timpanist should get there an hour early or even more, because once the harp player comes and they start tuning, could you please stop? And I usually we get along. We plan our strategy ahead, and we coexist in good collegiality, and that's important. In addition to the tuner, of course, if I have some head work that I want to do, I have a metronome. This is a Boss Dr. Beat DD30 metronome, which also has a pitch checker as well. So I'll have this in my bag. And of course, any timpani head work. Now, timpani head work is removing the heads, or it shifts and it's really bad and it has to be reset. Your drum dial, this one's 20 years old, has saved my bacon on more than one occasion. So basically, that's pretty much it for what we carry in our bags. I have several bags that I'll use. This one, if I have a Mozart concert, if it's an all Baroque or Mozart, or if it's a chamber orchestra thing, I can 4 to 5 pairs of sticks, plus my tools there as well. And I put the music in the back. This stick bag, by the way, Ron Carlisle has a thing where I can put the music in. So I have music, sticks, and tools, plus my towel, and I'm all ready to go. Well, that's it for our edition of My Little Corner of the World, or my office this week. Signing off, Andrew Simcoe. Have a good one.